co-founders. Always so proud to say that each and every day. And I'm going to get out of the way so you can hear from our president, our acting CFO, my friend, my sister, a mentor of mine, somebody I highly respect, somebody that is an evangelist here, filling us with the word every week. Also, a third term, about to be fourth term senator here in the state of Illinois. I bring to you none other than Dr. Patricia Van Pelt. Are you out there?
Yes, I am, Phyllis. I
I
am
hear
here.
you. I hear you. I hear you.
All right. Thank you. So our phenomenal Phyllis Nash is here for us again, as always. We can always count on her. I don't even know where she get all the strength from that she gets, but I guess when you got purpose, you got a reason to get up. I remember seeing this little snapshot poster where this man was carrying this other guy, and they were in combat uniform. And he said, I mean, it was a statement on the poster that said, "He ain't heavy. He's my brother." He ain't heavy. He's my brother. So sometimes when you have something to do, something that's really dear to your heart, you find the strength to do that. You find a way to do that because you got purpose. And that's what Phyllis has. She meets us every morning here, Monday through Friday, and gives us all she has and works hard to be sure that we get to the next level so we can have the level of success that we dream about. And that's powerful. That is powerful to have somebody in your life like that. So we're grateful for Phyllis Nash, and we want everybody to continue to pray for her, that God strengthens her, that He builds her up, that He pays her back, manifold times over and over again because of her dedication to all of us. So again, I am Dr. Pat. I am the president of Wakana and acting CFO and one of the four co-founders. I'm excited about being here. Today, I want to talk to you about planning. Now, the reason why I want to talk to you about planning, because a lot of people are already looking at next year. And so they start thinking about what they're going to do next year. We still have 2 days in this year. We still have today and we have tomorrow. And I want to make sure we don't miss these 2 days and just let them be like water under a bridge, because these 2 days we'll never get back. So, these 2 days we should do something to help ourselves grow. So when we go into 2022, we're not the same as we were on December 30th, 2021, because we've chosen to grow. We're doing something to grow. I have this book called Working with the Law. Working with the Law by Raymond Hollywell. Working with the Law. Books like that help you to travel. It helps you to journey. It helps you to become sure about things that you probably know, but they haven't settled down in your mind. They don't have a foundation to rest on yet, because you know it, but other people don't appear to know it. So maybe it's not all real, or maybe it's real sometime. But when you start working with the law, when you start looking at books like Working with the Law, and the other one is Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich. So it's not Think and Grow Rich. It's Think and Grow Rich. Now I started reading that book. It was I put it down twice because it was like kind of boring to me. But one day I was going on a trip and I decided to just take it with me. And I opened it up to the middle of the book and I started reading from there. And it was so interesting. So then I went back and read it all, and I found that the first maybe 10 or 20 pages just was, I didn't care to even, I didn't care about them. It didn't mean much to me. So I would have always put that book away if I just looked at the first, 10 pages or so. I wouldn't have read the book because it just seemed like jibber jabber to me. And I like to read things that have an impact on me, to help me to move forward. I'm always trying to see, how do I move forward? How do I build on what I have? How do I make sure that I'm walking in purpose and fulfilling my call, my life call? I'm always thinking about those things, and my plans and my ideas, the emotions I allow myself to feel. All that has something to do with me moving my life to the level that I believe I'm supposed to be. So I read books that inspire me, that take me to the next level. And Think and Grow Rich was one of those wonderful, wonderful books. That's something that we can do today. We can tomorrow. We can make a decision that, you know what, I am going to get to that chicken list. I am going to do the thing that I don't want to do. I'm going to do what I must, right? So I can have what I want to have. Because if you really look at planning your day, you can not only plan what you're going to do, but get this now, You can also plan how you're going to feel about it, because people will try to make you feel different emotions that you don't have to choose to feel. I mean, just because they're mad and they want to raise hell, don't mean that you have to let your blood pressure go up, right? You can choose. If you're planning your day, you can plan how you are going to feel. You, by choice, you can choose what you're going to do and how you will allow yourself to feel. Now, one of the things when we go out and start doing our business with Wakana, sometimes people who clearly need what we got tells us no, or tells us it didn't work or whatever. And we know that it works, and we know that they need it. And sometimes that can be a blow to the ego, because you're thinking, I tried to bring her something and she doesn't want it. Nobody wants this. And we got thousands, over 10,000 customers. I think about, I want to say 16, 17,000 customers. That tells you that people want the product, right? So, and we're not even advertising on TV or running any Facebook ads or anything like that. But yet we've been able to attract these people because people are in pain. And when you go out and you talk to people, you make a decision that, hey, I'm going to talk to 10 people before the year is out. I'm going to share Wakanda. I'm going to share the gift of Wakanda before the year is out. And I'm going to talk to people and tell them nobody should have to go into 2022 in the same pain they was in 2021. If they take advantage of what we have here, they can take the reins of their own life and begin to move forward in the things that they know they're supposed to do. And you can't do that when you're in pain. You can't not do that when you don't know the way. That's why I'm saying moving forward is a decision, it's a choice. And it can be a part of your plan for the day, that I'm going to move my mind forward. I'm going to read something that's going to move my mind forward. And then I'm going to move my business forward by reaching out to people who need to hear what I have to say. And even if you call people and never bring the product up, you can just call them to see how they're doing and talk to them. And don't always lead back to your product. Just, talk to them. Just have a conversation with them. The year's ended. And hey, we're looking for a great year next year. And you better believe when you come into that call and you bring your presence to that call. And I mean, not just being present, because being present is good. Getting on the phone, talking to somebody is good, just because you're present. But when you bring your presence, now that's epic. So when we get on these calls, when I get on these calls, when I'm talking, with Coach Dan is talking, when Melissa's talking, when Phyllis is talking, and different ones that get on and talk, we're not coming and just bringing out, being present on that call, being present, presenting the information. We're bringing our presence. And because we're bringing our presence, which is epic when a person brings their presence, because it interacts with other people's presence. And not only does it interact, it changes the color of the room. It changes the direction of the room when a person brings their presence to a situation. So when you get on a call with these people that you call, even if you don't bring your product, bring your presence, and they will love that presence, because that presence is alive. That's why when Phyllis is saying, good morning to everybody, some people, when they say hello, they bring their presence. They don't just go here, hello, yeah, I'm from wherever. They don't do that. Some people come and say, hello, I am whatever. They bring their presence. They're bringing something to the table that's going to affect the entire room. That's what you have the power to do. But you have to pull yourself up to do that. And that's why I say, I get into these books, because I need to pull myself up. I need to be spot on. If I'm going to try to take somebody somewhere, I got to have the strength to go myself, right? I can't not allow myself to be, pushed back because somebody is not responding the way I want them to respond. You hear people often say they made me feel, they made me feel bad. Really, you can make a decision today that nobody's going to make you feel anything. You're going to decide what you feel. Because if a person is saying something about you that's not pleasant, then that's what they're saying. It doesn't mean that that's what you are, right? And if you were deaf, you wouldn't even hear them. They could talk about you. Talk about you up and down, right in your ear, right behind your back, and talk about you. You wouldn't even know it, because what they said meant nothing, because you're deaf, right? Deaf. You're deaf. You don't hear what people are saying. And sometimes when we're around certain people, we know how they make us feel, right? We just got to be deaf when we're around them. That's what we got to do. Say, I'm going to be deaf the whole time I'm here. And I'm just going to say what I want to say, and not respond to anything negative and not give something back that's negative. I'm just going to be who I need to be. That's a decision. And when we make those kinds of decisions, we change the trajectory of our life. Say you go into a house where you know this person is always picking at you, saying something about you or whatever. You go in there, oh my God, I got to go in here. I know what she's going to do. And then you come in there with that, dry kind of like whatever, because you know what's going to happen. You know, you just playing right into their hands. You have to come in there if you got to come in there. So if you don't have to go, don't even go. But if you have to go and you know you need to go, you go ahead. But you bring your presence in there, and don't let them impact your presence because you choose how you're going to feel. You're not going to allow them to tell you how you feel. You're going to make that choice yourself. See, we can wake up in the morning and feel by choice. I mean, how do we want to feel? How do you want to feel this morning? I wrote a little note to several women today. Said, how are you going to allow yourself to feel today? How are you going to allow yourself to feel today? Because in all reality, we allow ourselves to feel whatever we feel by accepting in what's external into our internal and letting that impact who we are for the rest of the day. But you can make a decision, like I said, that you are not going to allow anybody to make you feel anything. So, but because you're going to bring your presence, which is epic, you're going to bring your epic presence to the room, to the call, and you're going to talk to people and you're going to give them something they need. And that is inspiration. That they need to know somebody cares about them. Somebody is looking out for them, is thinking about them, that somebody is there, right? That's what we want to bring, what we want to bring to the table, and then make the decision that you're not going to allow anybody to make you feel anything but what you want to feel. Now, so most people, they're faced with the challenges of the day and they're like, well, let's see what the day is going to bring. You don't want to be like that because you're part of Wakanda Nation. You don't say you're going to wait and see what the day brings. You tell the world you need to wait and see what I'm going to bring to the day, right? Because I'm going to bring something to the day, all right? Because I'm not going to stand by. I'm not going to sit by. I'm not going to do nothing. I'm going to move forward and I'm going to bring something to the day. And what I bring to the day is going to be epic because what am I going to bring? I'm going to bring my presence, the power of my presence. And how are we going to empower our presence? By feeding ourselves positive thoughts, reading positive books, spending time with people who are positive, and doing the work that we know we need to do. When you do your work from a place of love, you have power to do more than you've ever done before. But that's a decision. You have to decide where your work is going to generate from. When you get on the call and you start talking, what is generating that ability to talk to that person? Is it love? Is it concern? Is it care? Is it a place, or is it a place of lack and need and all of that, or anxiety? What are you bringing to the table? What do you decide to bring to the table? What are you going to bring to the day? That's your decision, and I want you to take that decision and take this opportunity to make a great decision about what your day is going to be like. Plan your day well because your subconscious is watching you. So if you say you're going to plan the day and then you go slump into watching something on television and get all into something on Facebook and all of a sudden you no longer controlling your days, other people dictating what you're going to feel, what you're going to experience, your subconscious is going to go right along with it. But if you say, no, I am not letting I'm not allowing input from external sources to impact my internal being because I know who I am. I know what I have the capacity to do. And you know what? I'm going to look up and I'm going to do it. And not only am I going to do it, I'm going to bring other people along with me. So take a piece of paper, write down about 5 names that you need to call and just say something to bring your presence to them so that they can understand that they are people who care about them. They're people who are doing the things that need to be done to help society move forward. And if you do that, what happens is that then the person starts opening up to who you are and what you need. And they start thinking about you. And when they think about you, they're going to smile. And that smile is going to bring a different spirit upon them long after you're gone, that they're going to remember how they felt when you brought your presence. So plan the day and don't wait for next year. You got 2 days. You got today and tomorrow. Plan the day. Do what you must and do what you will so that you can fulfill your purpose while you're here on earth. Last thing we want to do is get to the last breath and then regret that we did not do the simple things that we could have done. Life is going to be over soon. It's not going to last forever. People get shocked when somebody dies, but everybody's going to die. So, the Bible says, appointed to every man to die once. So, so everybody's going to die. So we should act like that this is the only day we get. So write those names down. This is the only day you get. And call those people and speak to them and inspire them. Bring your presence, and it will be epic, and it will help them travel to a different place than they are right now because you planted into their life. So plan the day, ladies. Plan the day, gentlemen, and let's have a wonderful Wakana kind of day. Bye now.
Thanks for blessing me.
Always willing to do that.